Hello, everybody. Welcome to Thursday. The S&P 500 was down 1.6% today. Unfortunately, it was up a little bit for the first part of the day and then kind of sold off. It was Trump put out some different pieces on the True Social network that he has talking about tariffs, saying that the tariffs for Canada and Mexico were on for Monday the 4th, 25% each. He's going to double the tariff on China, another 10%. This week, he was talking about 25% on the European Union. No dates on that or what have you, but just the beginning of that conversation. So, the market's going to have a hard time sitting around, especially going into a weekend, wondering what's going to happen. Or is this just a threat? Are they actually going to happen? Personally, I still have the question is what do the tariffs really mean in the end? How much do they impact things? We'll have to see how that plays out. However, certainly doesn't help that situation as far as that goes. And we're also have tomorrow, we have our core PCE report. Okay, so PCE is Personal Consumption Expenditure Index, which is the favored measure for the Fed when they're talking about trying to get to 2%. They're talking about this particular measure. It was just revised for the last report that came out last month. It was at 2.5%. They actually revised that up today to 2.7%. And then the expectation is 2.6% tomorrow. So, we'll see. And again, it's been in that range actually since May of last year. So we've been kind of sticking around and it hasn't been falling like it was before. So there's some concerns there, although I think there's more concerns that have been shifted over to the possibility of recession with all of these different things that are happening. So it's a wild environment, because you've got people that are worried about inflation, people worried about recessions, and what have you too. Matter of fact, if you look at the sentiment surveys, just how people feel about the market, American Association of Individual Investors put out their survey today, which they put out once a week. It was the highest negative portion. 60.6% of the people felt that the market was going to come down. And I know that sounds weird, but that actually is a good sign that when you get to these extremes where a vast majority of people, that are entering these things, I wouldn't say it's a vast majority, but 60.6% is a big number. You end up actually going the other way on average. So the farther that sentiment survey gets over to the negative side, that just basically all those people have already sold. And that just leaves that minority that's sitting there to go in and buy and to move the market. And you'll often get these rallies that start that way. And then the short covering, comes in and they start to buy that stock back that they're shorting. And then boom, you start running the market up and you can turn a market around really fast that way. So we'll see what happens. We are at 5860. We've been in a range between 5800 and 6100. So we're near the bottom of that range. Be nice to stay in that range. So we'll see what happens, especially tomorrow with this PCE report and such too. So lots of things happening. We're still, again, in a range. I know it seems a little crazy here, but just last week we hit the all-time high. So we're not too far off from, where we were before. Anyway, look forward to seeing you tomorrow. We have the show tomorrow, Talk Money with Tom. It's on YouTube, 12:15 to 1 o'clock. If you want to ask some questions about, what you're seeing here, you have questions about what's going on with the market, you can do that live during the show if you'd like to. So look forward to seeing you there. Thank you very much.